What is up, everybody? This is Coaster Pete here from Club Coaster, coming back with another episode of Royal Valley. That's right. Yep, that's right. Royal Valley, Part 12. So in this episode, we'll be working on another coaster. So, basically, we'll be working on, AKA, as well as the second coaster in the park. So, which will be an Intamin Blitz coaster. So, by the way, in order to, make it look like an Intamin Blitz coaster, I would have to, I used, since, I've actually used a 1.4 update to have, where you get to have interchangeable coaster cars, and with interchangeable coaster cars, and that means in order to make it look like the Intamin Blitz coaster, I got to put the Zenith coaster trains on the Bargus track, well, for this coaster, I try to base it off of Maverick. I inspired it by Maverick. It's meant to be inspired by Maverick, not copying Maverick, but not to copy Maverick, but make it inspired by Maverick in a way, especially with the beyond 90-degree drop and the magnetic. I've also used a magnetic lift. Well, I personally call it a magnetic lift, but yeah, pretty much like a magnetic lift, or an LSM lift hill, possibly, and into a beyond 90-degree drop into I've made it this coaster at least 111 feet tall. It's not that tall. It's not gonna break any records, but it's basically gonna be have all these elements that are I think low to the ground or something like that. But or maybe yeah. So basically, it just it's not gonna break any records, but I did I did use put quite a few inversions in here. So basically, I made a bunch of I first began out with a dive drop for the first inversion. Then I did another element which is kind of a stangle element, pretty much kind of a stangle element, but kind of like that, where you or maybe something like that, an overbanked hill into well, I basically did trying to base this off this coaster by experiencing being in a flight. In a fighter jet, try to theme it to try to base it off of being in a fighter jet, try to base this off a military jet or something like that. And I've been thinking of naming this coaster. I'm kind of thinking of going with a simple name, possibly Jet Force or something like that. Maybe Jet Force, or maybe Jet Force or something like that, possibly. So basically, I've been so in this episode I've been creating the basic layouts, and also I've had an airtime hill, it kind of has serious negative G-force, possibly, and into an Immelman element. Did something different here, which is an Immelman element. So an Immelman element. into into a dive loop. So like I want to make this coaster kind of intense, somewhat intense roller coaster, but not like, I don't want to make this coaster a death coaster. Like I don't want to make this coaster like I don't want to make any of my rides kill people, because it's time to get realistic. We're not making death coasters anymore. Let's get time to get realistic. To get realistic. So but like this coaster has like, it turned out like the ratings on this coaster, like it turned out to be like green across the board. It turned out to be green across the board. You know, like rated green across the board. Like the excitement being green, the fear being green, the nausea being green. Yeah, like this coaster was actually rated, being rated green across the board. Yeah, so basically, I've also created a second launch on this coaster too, like, as well, and, second, like, launch on this coaster too, which, like, which hits, like, at a top speed, at a maximum speed of 75 miles per hour. Yeah, like, so, kind of like 5 miles per hour faster than Maverick, like, just, like, well, Maverick's 70 miles per hour, well, like, I think, like, well, this coaster with Jet Force is, maximum speed is 75 miles per hour. So, yeah, like, already made, like, thing on this, like, on its, like, I think this is on its, like, 4th inversion already, like, excluding, like, that one, like, overbanked hill, like, I think I'm not on this, like, on its, like, 4th inversion already, like, then, it will, like, reach to its 5th inversion, which is, like, the Heartline roll. There's a Heartline roll into, a launch, into the second launch elements. into like, by the way, I did like a high-speed bank, then I did a high-speed bank turn into, some kind of roll, like, into, like, a roll, like, just basically, like, tried to do something unique, like, trying to make, like, a roll kind of like Steel Vengeance, kind of, but, like, I usually, like, made, like, I basically made, like, half zero G roll, half, then the second half turns into, like, a barrel roll, then, like, but basically, like, the element after, the second launch, the element after the second launch, I added, like, it was basically, like, half a zero G roll, half, like, it, like, it entered as a zero G roll, then, it exited out as a barrel roll. Then it turned in, like, or a Heartline roll or a barrel roll. Then, and then it entered a drop into like an ejector drop, into, a bank turn, like, into, like, high-speed bank turn. It's like, a high-speed sweeping curve. Which is meant to be like a Greyhound section. Yeah, like, so here I am working on the second launch right now. Second launch very shortly. So, like, and also I've created a zero G stall. Also, like, we already have, like, 5 versions already. like, then, like, its 7th inversion is 0G stall, and like, that's the final inversion anyways, like, on this coaster. It's a 0G stall. It's a 0G stall. Like, I tried to do something unique, like a 0G stall. Like, I don't think they really have 0G stall in Intamin Blitz coasters. I don't think, but this could possibly be the, first Blitz coaster out there, or maybe, the first Blitz coaster to have a 0G stall element. Then the rest of the coaster was like a couple more turns, like that I need to re-edit soon, like I need to re-edit in the future. A couple intense turns, then a couple more turns, then it hits the brakes. Then it hit the brakes, like it hit magnetic brakes. So it's not like, it's like kind of made this kind of an out and back layout, kind of an out and back or twister layout, maybe, possibly, like kind of like a combination of an out and back / twister layout, possibly. I'm not sure, but like that's what I was aiming for, going for. Yeah, this coaster was I've also added block sections on there, like so I can be able to add like multiple trains on the coaster, like so I can be able to add multiple trains on the track, like yeah, like so I can get like more guests per hour, so we can get more like guests per hour to ride it. So like so we can get more like so we can have like more like guests per like better capacity, you know, like so basically did like 4 cars per train, and then like I might be adding like 3 to 4 trains with like on the 4th car of the train, usually it has like it's only like 1 row on like of 2 seats in like the 4th car, you know, like in that per train, you know, and the 3 cars on it are like 2 seat across and 2 rows down. So I've actually like basically so it sits like, let's do the math here, like, so do the math here, we have to do so basically 4 times 3, 4 seats on those 3 cars equals like 12 seats, or 12 seats, and then we add like another 2 seats on 1 row in the last car, which is like in the 4th car, which is like which would equal to 14 riders per train. So basically 14 riders per train. Yeah, like and it'll probably have like it will have I think we might add like up to 3 to 4 trains on this, but like yeah, so basically here, yeah, so basically yeah, this coaster ended up being like a minute and a half, like a decent minute and a half long of yeah, so it's not the longest coaster, not the longest duration, like it's like only like a minute and a half long, pretty much, possibly. Yeah, this coaster though, like was like at least 4,880 like feet long, you know, like feet length of track, you know, and the maximum force on this was like a little bit over 6.3 Gs or something like that, possibly, like yeah, I'm trying to keep this force like around, like under 7, but like, I'm not gonna make this coaster that, I don't want to make any death coasters anymore. You know, like, it's time to get realistic. And it has, like, quite a bit of lateral force, too, in some parts, like, up to 2 lateral Gs, possibly, and for the negative Gs, it's like, negative 2 Gs, but, I'm trying to make this somewhat intense coaster, but not like a death coaster. Yeah, so basically, in this episode, I was just working on, the coaster layout here, and, I might add, like, support, like, I might add, like, the supports for the second half, like, might support the second half, like, add supports, do some supporting in the second half, like, maybe, like, in, like, possibly the next episode, or, maybe off camera, like, yeah, or possibly off camera. But, like, I'll definitely probably make, like, create the station for this in the next episode, as well as the queue line. Yeah, and possibly, the details and, like, the details around it. Yeah, definitely. So, this is the second coaster in this is Royal Valley's second coaster. Royal Valley's second coaster. You know? Yeah. Like, pretty much, yeah. So, I'll talk to you guys later and enjoy the rest of the time lapse. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. And goodbye.